There are three forms of fossil fuels: oil, natural gas, and coal. All three of these fossil fuels were formed millions of years ago, before dinosaur times. Natural gas is lighter than air. It is made mostly up of a gas called methane. It is usually found underground by petroleum. To get it out of the ground, it is pumped through pipelines and into a storage tank. And before it goes to the storage tank, it is mixed with a chemical that gives it an odor. The odor makes it easy to smell if there is a leak. The bad thing about natural gas is that you can't see it. So if there's a leak in your house and you smell a rotten egg, you want to go to your neighbor's house and call 911 and tell them that you smell something, because it could cause an explosion.
Coal is a hard, black-colored, rock-like substance. It is made of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and varying amounts of sulfur. To get coal, you have to mine for it. The coal is used to fuel power plants and other factories. Oil and natural gas are found underground between folds of rock and in areas of rock that are porous and contain the oils within rock itself. To find oil and natural gas, companies drill through the earth to the deposits deep below the surface. The oil and natural gas are then pumped from below the ground by oil rigs. They then usually travel through pipelines or by ship. Oil is made into many different products: fertilizers for farms, the clothes you wear, the toothbrushes you use, the plastic bottles that hold your milk, the plastic pen that you write with. The products include gasoline, diesel fuel, aviation or jet fuel, home heating oil, oil for ships, and oil to burn in power plants to make electricity. Some advantages of using fossil fuels are that very large amounts of electricity can be generated in one place using coal, and it's fairly cheap. And another advantage is you're able to transport oil and gas to the power stations easily. Also, gas-fired power stations are very efficient, which is another great advantage of using fossil fuels. Basically, the main drawback of fossil fuels is pollution. Burning any fossil fuel produces carbon dioxide, which contributes to the greenhouse effect, warming the earth. Burning coal produces more carbon dioxide than burning oil or gas. Coal mining is very dangerous. This is an example of not using a fossil fuel. This is also an example of not using a fossil fuel. This is an example of using fossil fuel. Not good. Not good at all. What are your opinions on fossil fuels?
They're bad because they kill the layer in our atmosphere, the ozone. They put a big hole in it. So they're not good.
Okay.
They're bad.
Thanks. What are your opinions on fossil fuels?
I think the more we can cut down, the better. It's better for the environment. So if you have the option to walk, walk.
Okay. Jerry? What are your opinions on fossil fuels?
They're not good.
Thank you. What are your opinions on fossil fuels?
I think fossil fuels, unfortunately, even though fossil fuels aren't the best for the environment, they still contain the most energy most efficiently. I'm talking about oil and gasoline. I'm not talking about coal. Coal does it. Coal's cheaper than oil and gasoline, but it does more damage to the environment. It would be great if solar and the other types could catch up to, or if there were some way that somebody could invent something so that solar heat or solar rays could do the same efficient energy capture as the fossil fuels do, and I hope that's part of the future, but I don't feel like it's part of the present.